Guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to talk about how media narratives really influence us all, right? And especially children, right? Because if it is influencing all of us as adults, you can just imagine the impact it is having on children. So, today we're going to talk about media malice and Meghan, the hidden impact on young minds, right? And it's so funny, right? But let's talk about it. We're discussing a topic that goes far beyond the royal headlines, far beyond celebrity drama, and speaks of something much deeper. How media narratives impact us all, especially children. They are developing identities and the way they view the world around them. And at the center of this discussion is one of the most scrutinized women in modern media, Meghan Sussex. The treatment she has received, especially in parts of the British press, has become a case study. I was listening to somebody today, and they say one day there's a case study that needs to be done. It needs to be comprehensive because we wonder what is going on with these deranged people when it comes to Meghan. The smallest thing become this big, great, unnecessary thing, and it just eat up your space, and you're wondering, is this even necessary? But yes, a case study really needs to be done because we have some sick people in this world, some derangers, some people that just get up every day trying to hate on people, trying to be malicious, trying to malign someone's character, and just take anything and make it bigger than it really needs to be. So yes, we have to look into it. So as I say to you, it has to be done, right? The treatment she has received, guys, especially in the British press, has become a case study in bias, racism, and the power of repeated negative messaging. That's how they win. That's how they think they win, right? But what does that mean for young viewers? How does media malice shape how kids see themselves and each other? Whether we realize it or not, media shapes us all. The headlines we scroll, the commentary we hear, the images we consume every day. But for children who are still forming their worldviews, the impact is even stronger. Studies show that kids as young as 6 years old can develop implicit biases from repeated exposure to stereotypes or negative portrayals of certain racial or ethnic groups. That means they don't just see the message, they absorb it. So when a public figure is repeatedly painted as problematic, aggressive, difficult, or undeserving, it sends a subtle message to young minds. People who look like this, people from this background are not accepted. And that brings us to Meghan Sussex. Since joining the royal family, Meghan has been the subject of relentless media narratives, many of them negative, contradictory, and disproportionate. From headlines attacking her family background to commentary on her attitude, she's too uppity, she acts like she's better than people, to constant scrutiny of her every single move. The coverage often strayed from fair criticism or even constructive criticism and into something deeper, racialized and gendered targeting. While Meghan is able to speak out, defend herself, or step away from the public eye, children watching these narratives absorbed something different. That a woman of color, even one who is accomplished, educated, and successful, can still become the target of disproportionate hostility. And so too her fans, right? We look at that and we're saying, when is it going to stop? When are you people going to we know it's $1 billion industry. We know why you're doing it. And that is what makes it so much more annoying to us, because we know you're doing it for money. I don't even think most of you believe what you're saying, because guess what? You will say the most negative things about our products, and at the same time you are the ones out there buying it and supporting. We appreciate that, because you might think you're hating on her, but guys, you're supporting her, you're putting money in her pocket. So continue the nastiness, right? And we know why you're doing it. You're doing it because you want to get views on your YouTube channel, to pay your mortgage, whatever it is. That's why you're doing it. But how is it on the young minds, people that are looking in and just saying, this does not add up, it makes no sense? Why is this woman getting so much hate? I mean, she and someone would do the same exact thing and they act like she committed the worst crime. So we have to stop it. It's about conditioning, and that's what they're doing. They have conditioned people's mind to hate, to hatred. Because, I mean, these people are not real. They get up every day with venom in their hearts. And I'm like, oh my God. And then Meghan is just there living her beautiful life, enjoying her life, looking beautiful, well watered down, well getting her vitamin D, just enjoying her husband, her children, and everybody that supports her. She is doing well. You know what I mean? But then for you to just get up every day with this hatred, it's so sad, it's so demeaning, it's annoying. And when girls of color see that, it sends a painful message about where they stand in society. So what happens when children internalize these messages? Researchers warn that biased media narratives can show up in real-life behavior. More bullying, increased social exclusion, stereotyping peers, treating classmates unfairly, viewing certain identities as less liked or less respected. If a child sees someone who looks like Meghan repeatedly ridiculed in the news, they may begin to reflect those attitudes in their own environment without even realizing why. For girls of color, this can mean harsher peer interactions and more subtle forms of discrimination, not because of who they are, but because of what the media teaches others to believe about people who look like them. But there is hope, guys. There is hope. Let's cling to hope. And it starts with the adults in children's lives. Parents and teachers play a critical role in countering negative influence, negative stereotypes. They can teach kids media literacy, how to question headlines, encourage them to seek multiple viewpoints, talk openly about fairness, kindness, and empathy, challenge stereotypes when they appear, highlight positive examples of diversity and inclusion, create environments where every child feels valued. By helping children understand why certain media messages are harmful, we empower them to think critically, not just absorb bias silently. Media will always reflect society, and yes, it will always have its prejudices. But journalists, editors, producers, and commentators must understand the ripple effect their narratives have on impressionable young minds. When you repeatedly target a woman because of her background, her race, her identity, you're not just attacking one person, you're sending a message to every child who sees themselves in her. We can't change every headline, but we can demand better. Meghan Sussex is just one example, but her experience reveals a much larger truth. Negative media narratives don't disappear when the news cycle moves on. They linger, they shape attitudes, and they help form the world that children have to navigate every day. By being aware, by speaking up, and by teaching the next generation to think critically, we can push back against malice and create a world where all children feel equally supported, respected, and seen. So, guys, that's what I wanted to bring you. Yes, a lot of the media, and it's like a pylon. The media bring out their conditioning and they all this negativity into the space, and they cloud the space with all of it. But guess what? We have people that are fighting back. We have people like the Sussex squad. We have people that really genuinely care about Meghan. We have people that invite them into spaces that they need to be, that will lift them up. And that's what you need. You need people to fight back, guys. So that's what I wanted to bring you. Be careful what you're feeding your minds on. Be careful what you make the most of in terms of just a small thing turning into a great unnecessary thing. Be careful. So guys, that's what I wanted to bring you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye guys.